Let's go.
So I grabbed 2 pieces of bread and peanut butter.
Oh, I love that too. Did you live in the US?
Yeah. Sorry?
Did you live in the US?
No. I just have a Nutróloga. How do I say Nutróloga?
Nutritionist?
It's not a nutritionist because it's a Nutróloga. It's different. One nutritionist and Nutrólogo. He's a doctor. I don't know. That's the difference.
Nutrologist.
Nutrologist.
Maybe nutrologist.
And he introduced me to this peanut butter stuff. And actually, a very special one, which is the Peter Pan peanut butter.
Peter Pan?
Peter Pan, exactly.
Peter Pan peanut butter?
Yeah, you have to look for it because it's amazing. You can eat forever.
Is it sweet?
It's sweet and not fat. It's fat, but it's good fat with protein and blah 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 blah. And it's good for you to have if you want to have something sweet and don't have issues.
How do they make it sweet? With the honey. Honey.
Yeah, with honey. Yeah, it's great.
Awesome.
It's great.
I want to try.
Yeah. My son loves it. My wife likes it as well, and she's the kind of person that hates things from nutrologists.
Oh.
And everybody like it. Everybody. It's the best.
Do you eat it with anything else?
Yeah, mostly I eat with bananas, with jelly, sometimes, what else do I have it? Banana jelly. Well, most that's it. But I like even with just the peanut butter.
I like it with banana and jelly too.
Yeah, but this peanut butter you can have with a spoon.
Just eat it by itself.
Yeah, so it's really good.
I started eating some things like a banana, and then you melt butter in the microwave, and then you put peanut butter and honey on the banana and granola, and then you put the butter on top. The saltness of the butter makes it very interesting.
So
Yes.
banana, butter.
You melt the butter, and then the other things are just peanut butter and honey, and then you can put granola on top of it too.
I will try this. Seems to be very healthy.
Except for the butter.
No, the butter is cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Because once I know I've never been after I grown up. After I was 16 years, I've never been a fat guy.
Oh.
Before that, I used to be.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah. So the change came with life, just because I
Isn't that amazing that like you are so athletic and you were not at one point?
Yeah, that's
how cool.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember the day I chose to be a player, not a professional one, but I chose to like sports. I remember to be how do I say deitado? I was to be
laying down. And if you say I chose to be a player, this means a player is the guy who gets with a lot of girls.
Oh no, yeah.
So an athlete, right? Or sports person. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, I chose to be a sports person. I was laid down on my sofa, my mom's couch, and I'm fat. I have to do something with my life. What the skinny guys do?
The skinny or the big ones?
No, both. I was fat. Everybody was skinny for me.
Oh, okay.
I was really fat.
For real? Man, yeah. How interesting is this, imagining you with the fat on your face?
I will try to share a photo, you'll see.
Okay.
But I was there and I said, what can I do? Then I was watching TV, of course.
Gotcha. Oh, it makes sense. You're right.
Yeah. And I was reading and said, let's see, sport. Basketball seems nice. No, maybe I can play this because I was tall. You know, I am 180. So
Gotcha.
I used to be I am 180 since I was 12.
180.
Yes. And I'm not that huge. I'm just a regular guy. But when I was 12 years old,
You were 180
about,
already?
yeah, since I was.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was really good, really big, really big.
Really tall.
Really tall.
And big,
yeah,
right? Gotcha.
I was both. And so I take advantage of my size. I wasn't a very good player, but as I was really strong and bigger than the others, it was easy for me to play. And I
Play what?
enjoy it. Basketball.
Oh, that's true, because you were very tall.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, I used to be. Yeah, and I used to be the center, you know, the guy, the biggest guy in the court. But after all, everybody keeps growing.
Kept growing.
Kept growing, and I was the same tall. And nowadays,
The same height, you
the
say.
same height. Sorry,
Yeah.
same height.
No, you're good.
Nowadays, I can play, but I have to play as a guard, which is the smallest guy in the court.
Oh,
And I don't have
the guy who... Oh, you don't have those
pass
skills.
the ball, shoot more.
Shoot from 3, right?
Yeah, I don't have those skills because I've never
You never practiced that.
exactly. But I can play as a center very well, though I'm too short to do it.
How nice, dude.
Yeah.
Basketball is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't play it. I suck at it, but I enjoy it. I enjoy when I see people playing. I don't really follow or watch anything, but I think it's an awesome sport.
yeah. No, just because now I have this disability with the sclerosis, I can't play it anymore.
Oh, I
So,
forgot about that.
Yeah, that's not nothing because I'm here fully.
Oh, that's true, man. You said because of the music business, you were so
Yeah,
stressed out.
right.
This started. But
And then
you can't play anymore. Isn't that good
No,
for you? Being able to play
No.
a little?
yeah, that will be good for me, but not for my team.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, just play with people like me, you know.
No,
Don't try
the
too
point is,
hard.
I used to be a good player, so I don't like to play bad. Bad, correct?
Yeah, play bad or just play not good. Yeah,
Not
to not
good.
play
So-
good.
That's why I was trying new sports because I'm just starting. I can play not good, and people will not see the difference. So I was trying to play tennis, but I don't think I'll be able to. Anyway, I don't care. I
But
really
hey,
don't care.
this is one thing. You were used to. You just said it. You were used to performing super well. So you got used to, you know,
Underperform.
being the guy who, yes. But you know, for tennis, you don't have to be that guy. And for basketball either. You know?
Yeah.
And it's still just enjoy, like, hey, whatever. And if people start bad mouthing on the court, with those people, it's interesting. Like when you're not the guy who can be very athletic and go all over the place, you start to be the guy who helps the team, and that's so. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe your level of playing is so high that a guy
yeah.
just passing the ball is not enough. But usually, with most people, if you're passing the ball, that makes the team actually, you know.
Yeah, I feel shy because of the disease, I lost the fine tune of the movement. So
Oh,
it's not easy for me to put my arm up and jump in the same time. I can do it, but I have to think.
yes,
It's
gotcha.
not because I lost the communication between my part of my brain and the, how do I say this?
The
columna,
cortex, the
cortex
spine.
and the spine.
Gotcha.
There is some communication now, everything's working, but not good as it should be. And what it seems that I'm drunk, you know. I do things
Not as
I
fast
lose-
as you would want.
Yeah, part of my body goes fast as I would want, but part of my body doesn't go as fast as I wish. So this is the problem because it's unbalanced movement.
Oh, okay.
And because of that too, I suffer from other things. I don't suffer at all, but I feel other kind of things. For instance,
Like side
now,
effects, sort of, right? You
yeah,
have other things that you have to deal with.
yeah, like yes, I have other things I have to do with, like for instance, my spine. As I lost the strength on my left side, my spine kind of starts to reshape
To
because
bend,
there is
bend, like
yeah
torta.
yeah yeah
You wanna
and
say
now
this or
now let's say
crush
this is crush
the
exactly to
how
the
do you,
left
on
because
the
I'm
left side?
strong on the right and weak on the left, so I'm pushing my spine to the not very that much, but enough to hurt the spine and nerves that goes through the leg, which are very famous with the sciatico. I don't know how to say it.
Sciatic.
Yeah, which is very famous, and I have issues with my sciatic because I have some pressure on my. Just because I lost part of the strength of the muscles that sustain the. But
The most
for
crazy thing about all of this is that it came from
brain,
your soul, sort of like your
yeah,
mind, right?
yeah.
You were like not really wanting to be where you were, maybe. I don't know, man. Or maybe
Yeah,
your
yeah,
body was like, you shouldn't be here. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. The point is, I was a little aggressive with the life, and as I have to control this
Aggressiveness.
aggressiveness,
And then you can
and to,
repeat this logic for all the other words.
yeah,
Aggressiveness.
aggressiveness, and because of that, I wasn't ready to to keep that control, and I think that was the trigger and everything else. So I didn't eat well, I didn't sleep well. I was trying to control my
Anxiety.
anxiety,
Yeah, there's a gi and then zai. Anxiety.
anxiety,
Perfect. Yes.
and that's it. That's how I lost control. But in the same time, not in the end, but in the middle of the story, I did the opposite. So I controlled myself. I decided to be healthy. I decided to
Oh
fight.
man, thank God.
Yeah. So that's why
Seriously.
I am even with the disease. The disease made the first point, but I made the second, and we are even.
Awesome. This is so
Yeah.
good. You reacted in the best way possible.
Yeah, exactly. I remember. I also remember the day I reacted. I was like 28 years old, and I was living by myself. I already knew my wife right at that moment. She wasn't my wife.
You were dating, you guys, or not
Yeah,
yet?
we are starting to date,
Gotcha.
and I did something strange because at that year I was in a perfect. My body was almost perfect. I had no scars from it. A part of my hands that I couldn't feel very well, and part of my leg. But it was just about the feeling sensation, not about the muscles working.
Oh, anyway, you had this started this chronic disease, right? It started when?
When I was 23.
Oh, okay. So it had been 5 years already.
Yeah, but the first step of the disease was just formigamento.
Like numb. I don't know. I will look up.
Yeah, in my fingers. That was the first step. The
Gotcha.
first step and a half
Tingling,
was tingling,
or formication.
formication. That's the word I knew.
Okay, cool.
The first step and a half was I start to have feelings, which calls neuropathia, which is you feel hurt, you feel pain in your arm, in your leg, in your body, but it's not happening. You just feel it because the nerves are breaking down and changing the how they read the signs, because you are losing them and the others are trying to support the ones you are losing.
How interesting. Good.
Yeah, and that's terrible because I felt like my arm was on fire for 6 months.
Because the other ones were trying to help.
Yes, because there is nerve that was trying to do something new.
Oh, they didn't know what to do. They're like, hey,
Exactly.
wake up. How about
Yeah,
if we
yeah, we need
burn?
someone here.
Maybe
Yeah.
burn it and make it wake up. Hey, it's for real. Wake up.
No, yes. So I don't know exactly what was going on, but it was tough. So it's like 6 months. I have to sleep with a towel in my arm, a wet towel, because I felt as much as it was burning.
Burning.
I really felt it was burning.
Oh my
So
gosh, dude.
I need ice. That's the
Ah, and
Yeah,
burning is so complicated. Burning is.
it's good to touch, you know. So oh my God, what the fuck is going on? This passage, good, thank you, Lord. I was
Thank you.
used to that, but it's fine. So it was the beginning of the disease. But my body was okay in terms of my mechanics and things like this.
Movements, my mechanical movements. Mechanical. Or my coordination, yes.
My
Mechanical.
coordination, it was everything. So I was a perfect person at that moment. And I tried to share with at that moment, date.
Okay.
That she was starting to like to go out with me, to hanging with me. And I said, hey, Renata, I have to share that I have a disease. That's exactly the same I did too. And she said, that's okay. That's okay. I'll stay with you. That's okay. I really like you. I'll stay with you. I said, oh,
that's hard. That's very hard, right? That's very much like love for real.
And she was crazy because it could be really a bad decision for that.
True, man. True. I mean, she was good for you. She was for real.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why that's why I was sharing with you that I remember the day that I decided to fight against the disease, because I had this experience with her. She told me, I am with you. I don't care. I said, oh my God, she's doing something because she believes on that, and that's very powerful.
Yeah.
And I have to return to her.
Oh,
she
great.
was trusting me. You know, she was giving the trust. She was giving me the
love. She was giving you love, and then you were giving love back.
And I have to fight
to yourself. You were loving yourself and then loving her. I need to love myself to be able to live and survive, and then I can love her back. Because awesome, dude. What a story. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And I remember of being crying in my
Dang it, dude. You're making me cry. Oh my gosh, brother. Awesome. I need to tell my wife this is a great story. I mean, if I can, because seriously, this is a testimony. I don't know how were your interactions with her and God, but you lived a miracle.
Yeah.
I understand you not wanting to play basketball, but I mean, it's good. I mean, to suck sometimes, you know, but good stuff, brother. Whoa, this is amazing.
And the decision was I had two ways to follow. Or I will suffer until my disease become a real problem to myself, or I will take advantage of being healthy and enjoy my life until the disease comes strong to me. And there was the third option, which is that this never comes to me. And that's how I am so far. So
each day is a blessing, right? And I just don't recognize it as much as you do. I mean,
probably, because I was suffering. I was the one losing all the nights without sleeping.
Exactly.
Asking, why me? Why?
Right.
Me?
Oh my gosh.
But
how tough was this? How was it throughout when it started and when you were like, why me? How was this part?
It was tough because, as I mentioned, I was used to be a strong person. I was used to be, when I discovered the sport and I started to practice, I shaped myself to be someone strong and very athletic, and that was it.
You were smart, and you were athletic, sorry. So
Yes. Yeah.
you had it all for most human beings, and then you were making bank, right? At a very young age. So you're like, man, I will conquer the world. Please, if
Exactly.
anyone's people don't
But
stop
not.
me, serious.
But not. You know. But not.
Right?
And
It's
it
not
was
it's not like that. It's like,
yeah.
oh my gosh. How
But you
crazy.
know, yeah. But I think somehow, for me, I see this as the best thing that could ever happen to me because I'm a better person
And you
for
will
sure.
be a better person forever because our lives, I don't think they end here. So
Yeah, that
you're
I
like in a
agree.
new whole level.
Yeah, and you know, I probably I will be a player, as you described to me, the meaning of player. I will be a player. I will be a
You would
money.
be.
I would be a player. I would be
Okay.
a guy focused on money. I would have a very different perspective of life. Like I don't need. I had no suffering in my life. Everything will be really easy. I don't know. It's not exactly like this, but I feel like this pain make me a stronger and smarter, you know,
More,
person.
yes, the wiseness, like you're more wise now.
Yeah,
You
totally.
what you told me about how you handled everything with your career is very wise. I was not wise like you.
No, you actually you are. You
No, seriously. Seriously, for real. I mean, I could be making bank and still like maybe be running after other stuff. And I was like,
you
oh, I don't know. I think I'm sick of this guy, so we'll try just, you
you
know.
mean like you could keep your career at Unilever? It was Unilever, right?
It was P&G and
P&G,
Colgate.
sorry.
No,
And
you're good.
Colgate,
They're
my
all,
bad.
yes.
Yeah, the best client I have. But yes, they
True.
are
It's
really
always there on the
seldom.
reports.
They are really good. They are really
They're
really
very good.
yeah.
I
No, but
mean,
you know,
maybe, I don't know for sure. But you were in a place where you were in the blue ocean for a while, right? From where you were telling me, you were like, man, they didn't know these things about Google. I didn't really understand what you were talking about. You told me as it was very obvious, and I don't know if I didn't catch it because of something, you know. But I was like, I don't know what you're saying. But you used to do something that put you ahead. I
yeah,
I had this sometimes, but not all the time. But it's something that can come if God gives it to you, like with market circumstances and with the things that we know. So I had it sometimes and it was good, my life. But I didn't have it all the time. And when I didn't have it, I was like, oh, I don't like it, you know?
yeah,
That was the
yeah.
issue.
The way I see things now is like this. I'm 42, so I am in the middle of something. Not in the end, not in the beginning. I'm in the middle. And for being in this position right now, it doesn't make me something in the future because I don't know what will happen tomorrow. You know. So the way I see, this is a long run for everybody.
True.
And what I learned in the beginning of the journey when I was doing something, I was really it's different from you, but I was really, how can I say, jealous from the others.
Mm.
I was really just, oh, I used to be number one, I used to be the player, I used to be blah blah, blah, I used to be the guy, and now I'm starting from nothing, from zero, and everybody is making more money than I am. Everybody is doing what my dream was. So they had good position, they have good car, they have good money.
When you were at
I
what?
was starting with this career I left behind in J&J, starting at Whirlpool. I
Okay,
was
when you
trying
were
to get,
restarting.
yes,
Gotcha.
I was trying to get to Whirlpool. I was trying. I was in the middle of this path.
Gotcha.
And I was really jealous of everyone, most of my closest friends, because I knew I was smart and knowledgeable. I had more knowledge than them. I was stronger. I wasn't taller than them, but but I felt like I was more than.
Yes, because strength sometimes doesn't have to do with the muscles, right? Even the strength,
Exactly.
like, yeah,
Exactly.
gotcha. Okay.
But the point is, I start to think like if I start to complain and focus on complaining, more people will pass through me. So focus to hold strong what you have and make the best of it. And that's who you are. And maybe after a few years, you will be where you are, wherever you want to be. But hold what you have. Don't lose what you have looking around.
True.
Because if you lose attention, everybody will pass. And that's I heard from a friend. So don't lose your attention. Don't lose your attention because you are well positioned. You are not feeling happy because you lose something, you lost something, or you don't have something that you want, but you have a lot.
Already, right?
Keep pushing from here. Keep pushing from here. And
Awesome.
then I see most part of the guys that start the run, when you have a long run, really strong, they fell. They fall. They fall. Because the others which are more organized and know what they are doing, they go longer and faster in the long term. So that's what I see. But I see this even now. What I'm saying is, I left J&J, I was a director, I was happy, but it's nothing. This is just the middle of the journey. This is just part of the journey. And I always have to look around. And me and my wife, she's amazing. She has a higher position than I
in terms of corporate? Okay.
In terms of everything.
Gotcha.
she's,
awesome.
She's amazing. She always knows how to sing, dance, and play guitar. So
awesome, dude. Awesome.
She's cool.
Cool.
And both of us are always looking around.
I can teach you how to play if you want to learn, okay? If you have time.
I don't have the confidence to play.
There's no such thing at all. Yeah. It's a language. It's like, dude, you just expose yourself to the right things, and that's it.
Yeah, maybe one day, because this fine tuning of my movements.
That's okay.
Could come through this kind of things. Like if I start to make the movements, if I start to feel the rhythm and etc., could help me to improve my body.
Okay, great.
But that will be a huge step for me. So I have to. When I go, I have to be really confident. I will go for this and I will learn.
Because you don't want to quit? So you're like, if I start, I will make it.
Yeah.
That's so good. All right, so just be ready. I'll be ready.
5 years of my life trying something that I will not achieve, I will not complete. So I have to do. I will do. Actually, I will do. I am starting. Look, I do things. I turn around to do things. So
Gotcha.
I love music. One
That's
of
awesome.
my wishes. I have like 3.
Bucket list.
I have a list. I would love to be a singer. I'd love to be a instrument. Anything could be ukulele.
All right.
Just to play, to be part of the round, the circle, to be happy together. So sing, play, surf. That's something that I would love to do.
Me too.
And dance. But I won't be able to do this right now. One day I'll have to do. But
if you learn how to play, you will be dancing already. It's very hard to play and not dance. You will be dancing. And then if you learn how to dance, you will be more ready to play.
Yeah.
So one will help the other.
They are together, I totally agree.
Can you work fully online?
You mean at Peter's?
Yes, and maybe future. For already?
Really?
So why don't you move to a place where you can learn how to surf?
Because I have my son and my daughter.
Oh, okay.
And they have, nowadays, their lives are priority for me. They love the school. They love their friends. And
I think, don't you think they would love nature? There are people at those places.
No. Actually, we live on Olambra for a few years, almost 1.5 years in the pandemic. They love it,
right?
But
especially if they can be with you, if you spend time with them in those places.
But my daughter spent a year without seeing other children.
Oh, that's very.
Year. It was tough
Complicated.
for me, most for me and my wife, because we feel guilty because of that. Because we had the decision to go out the city and live together in a small piece of land, chácara.
Yeah, I don't know actually. I looked it up and they say American farm or small farm. And,
a small farm in a condo, which was
okay.
like 5,000 square meters in a condo, very nice place. But we because of the pandemics, we isolate ourselves.
She had her brother though, right?
Yeah, but Martin was just 3 years old.
Oh, very young. Okay.
So she suffered a lot, Laura, my daughter, and because of this, and we could have decided to move to Alhambra. We saw it was possible for me and for Renata. Both of us can live outside the city, and there was a nice school for them. But as we didn't know what was about to come, how will be the new normal and things like this, we preferred to move back to São Paulo. So it was such a shock also to Martin and Laura, because now they were used to live in huge space with a pool, with a lot of grass,
and then
trees,
moved to the apartment.
Animals, and then we decided to move to São Paulo. So it was the second change for them, very strong, that they could not decide, they just had to come with us.
It's part of the deal for now, right? You are the parents, I mean.
Yeah.
I moved a lot, and for me it was tough, because I would lose my friends, but then I would make new friends, and I would love them. And now I know a bunch of people, and that's it. That's how my life went. I moved too many times, actually. But at some places I built roots, you know. But the roots were like, I don't know, maybe 10 years, 15 years, and then actually last than this, yes.
No, yeah. When you look, now you are a grown up, you are a little bit older.
I know, pretty old. I'm pretty old already.
And look back and see that was the right thing.
It was okay, you know. And I mean, the parents are the ones making life happen. Kind of have to follow them. So if it's better for the family, it will be better for them.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, the point is this. Let's wait, because there is more. For instance, maybe in 2 or 3 years, me and my wife must need to move abroad in Singapore or New York, because she has no position over her.
Above her. Okay, cool.
So above her. So for her to keep growing, and that's necessary to be alive, to stay alive in the big companies. You cannot be
flat forever. Yeah, stagnated, I guess. I will look at it.
Or you're growing, or you are going out. Slowly, but you are. And in 3 years, she'll have no way to fit herself at Facebook. Also, I want to be space for me as well in Pinterest, because we are smaller and there is less positions. But both are in the limit of our careers in Brazil. So I always make the math.
Maybe do it then, right? When you guys move, try to, hey, there's a lake.
Let's
all right.
try to Australia. I don't know, maybe. Or maybe just Singapore, and I can learn other different things. But make no sense for us. Move to Alhambra, move to São Paulo, then move to the beach, and then move to the. So let's keep calm. Wait
for a while, right? Yes.
And then we go. I think so. And there is the real point, which we bought a huge apartment in Moema. We have been paying for this apartment for the last 4 years.
You told me about renovation and remodeling, doing a bunch of construction there, right?
Construction, and also the installments.
True, the installments for mortgage. Not mortgage.
No mortgage like mortgage because it's for life and it's a lot.
Okay. Gotcha.
And that's the other. Because of this apartment, all our money, it's in there. So by this, we don't have much space for us to
Margin for doing
fee.
other stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Then we have this apartment, we have the other apartment. We are pay from the renewing of the apartment. So right now, let's say in São Paulo, keeping our life the way it is, 3 or 4 years from here.
That's good. I mean, this is so short.
Yeah, I'll be 45.
Yes.
Almost 50. Oh my God, I was 17. I can't see myself as a 50 years old guy. I can't see. I'm not.
It's cool now, right? Thank God. Oh, that's how I see it. I mean, it's like if people were not really getting old, like they're taking care of themselves, so they just stay young forever until they actually become old for real, you know.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
That's like, and they become old for real when it's game over. That's what it looks like to me, because like my mother-in-law, she works out. She's like 60 something, like almost 70, you know.
And she's a young person.
Yes, she parties every weekend, and she actually is a young person in her head, like mentally, you know. So she's all about partying and having fun with her friends.
How do you say sogro?
Father-in-law.
Father-in-law. So that's perfect.
Todos vão
Because
ser
my
in-law.
father-in-law,
Yes.
my father-in-law as well, is 66 or 63, I don't know. But he's like a boy, you know, like a young. His mind is terrible because he's like a child.
Gotcha.
But his body is okay. He's fine. He can run. He can drive. He can jump.
Yes.
He can do it. Yeah.
It's cool as long as like you're living, and you are, because you had this mentality move, and this is great. So you're just enjoying, and awesome. I appreciate your story. Very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
The thing that bothers me more.
Perfect. Bothers me more.
Is when I go out for a dinner, for instance, in a restaurant, and the waiters are like child.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Yeah. They're like
12?
21.
No,
Yeah.
I'm 25. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so
Really?
there's this thing happening, like, about making the generations more childish like. So people are, right? So like the teenagers or kids, all this stuff that's,
No, 20, 26, no, young. Too young. Oh my God, I remember to be 26 and felt like being a man. And now I'm looking back and say, no,
I know, so young. Yeah, sure, that's true.
Interesting. This is something that bothers me a lot, because I would like to be part of that group.
Oh, that's okay, man.
Yeah, everybody that must feel like this, right?
That's the thing. I think about it. I'm like, how am I gonna be when these thoughts start to come to my head? And I'm like, I'll try to just enjoy where I am, you know.
Yeah.
But I think that the thing is, our potential starts to decrease. Apparently, because not really at all, but apparently we think like, oh, we don't have as many opportunities anymore because we don't have as much time to restart and to do things like this and that. But actually, you know, for people who accomplish great things, you do mindset changes and you still make great movements. So it's great.
Yeah, you have to believe in yourself. You have to be confident. That stuff. You have to do the all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
That can keep you bold.
Keep you
in
bold.
this world. Yeah, you have to be bold to survive. I mean,
I wanna talk to you about how God is for you in the middle of all of this. I don't know if you have time after.
Oh, actually, I have 4 minutes, but we can discuss this, right?
Because I wanted to review with you too, but I won't. I won't review. Tell me about God.
No, you know.
Because I took a bunch of interesting notes, but we can do this later. It's okay.
You know, I personally, I don't believe in the God everybody peace around.
Most people, right?
Most people, exactly. I don't.
Which would be what?
I don't know, because what I don't believe most part of time is the rules you
The
have
rules.
to follow, the way you have to behave.
True.
I don't want to kill anyone, but that's okay. I'm okay with no killing people. But what I say is you have to prove a lot what you feel like, to prove that you have faith. And I don't believe on that. I don't see
That you have to
God.
prove.
Yeah, I don't see
To
God
prove
as
to others or to God?
to God and to others. That's what I learned when I was young. So you have to prove God you are a good person, that I'm not cheating, you're not doing this, you're not doing this. Oh my God, he's inside my mind already. He knows exactly what I'm thinking.
Exactly. I think you got the point, and they didn't. This is my personal opinion. I think you have the point, and they don't. It's not
Exactly,
about
because-
showing society at all. Jesus says this.
So that's
Right?
good. So nowadays I don't see anyone carrying this message that I see myself. How can I say this? I see myself not playing, or walking, but I'm not seeing myself in any church. I don't.
Because you don't agree with...
But I do believe there is something, for sure. I do believe.
Right?
I really believe.
Yeah.
And I just don't like to put names, because I don't like to explain. I like to chat, but I don't like to explain. I don't like to fight. I don't think this makes sense. If you believe in something, and your belief is that this thing that we call God is only present. He knows what you think.
Yes.
Why should I be keeping arguing with others
Yeah.
to prove something? I go this way, but every time I do two things in a different ways. I don't like, as I am a leader of people, I don't like to bring faith and God to the table in my work. I don't like,
Gotcha.
because there is
I do it, right? This is my work, and I'm like, hey, how is God?
No.
But it's an interesting topic. People usually trip about it. Like, they're like, man, this was a great class.
No, the point is this: I am responsible for their careers. For if one of this person don't agree with me and have a very strong opinion on this subject, I could be an enemy for him. I could. Because
this is the problem, right? People should never make enemies because of what others think.
Exactly. No, that's the only place I don't like to have it as a subject. That's the only place, because I don't like to mix these things, because I saw people really getting terrified, or people getting mad because of this. So that's the only place. Here it's okay. It's okay. You are not responsible for my career.
And I mean, I'm totally open-minded, and I think this is the pattern. People are always going for stuff that is good and makes sense. So it's hard to find someone who's pure evil, and I hate you because you don't believe, except for the people who are very blind because of religion, and they think it's like a soccer team. I am Palmeiras, you're Corinthians, I hate you. What? It's about God, and God created all the humans, so it's about everyone, and we should get along and try to understand one another with conversation. He made us able to talk, right?
Yeah, we have this ability.
Yeah, let's use it instead of hating. Then, don't talk to me anymore. What? Come on.
Yeah, no, and to be open, because your mind changes across the years.
True. Mind has been changing hard.
And when it changes, sometimes you get a new perspective, and you totally change your point of view.
True.
And you remember that you push back someone just because you didn't agree with him.
Yeah.
And now you agree.
True.
So you have to be very. I like to slow down things, never being very categorical.
Pragmatic.
pragmatic because we have to understand first and understand something that never finished. It's about the practice, it's about the life. I don't know how to say it.
And that seems to be the pattern, like that. I think for people with your wisdom of paying attention and thinking like this, like, hey, it's not about getting back on other people. This seems to be the pattern that, like, this thing communicates with us, whatever it is. This it, right?
Yeah.
That created us, like.
Yeah. Let me share the last thing before I have to go. But I was like,
Please.
When I found you on LinkedIn, I was just feeling the good vibe. I was just chasing good vibes. I know I was. What can I do to find the best teacher ever?
Oh my gosh!
I was just feeling like, please send me a push, send me something. Then I found you. That's interesting.
Dude, what a privilege! Thank God. Yeah. But I'm not that guy. You did it. I have bad news. You haven't found.
I have.
Oh, dude, good stuff. No, hey, I'm glad you're.
No, I'm really happy with our class. I really the work you have been doing to help me in reports and being patient with me. It's amazing because I'm feeling the difference in my awesome. Work. I'm feeling my boss is happy with my report. My peers are copying my report.
Awesome.
So this is great, And
they're copying your reports.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, dude. We can go further with these things for presentations, sure. Stuff speeches, anything.
There is a huge challenge for me in the end of the year, which is our birth, which is the end of the evolution cycle of myself.
Let's practice.
And I had to defend myself. I have to do a huge paperwork, so I will need your help to write everything because this is my career.
All right.
So I'll have to share with my boss. And
gotcha. Let's do it.
Based on that, he will give my increase of salary or not.
And they're very straight to the point, right? All right, okay. Results. This was the problem. This is what I did. It's very good.
Yeah,
I'll help you.
Have to build an umbrella.
Yes.
Define pillars and be straight.
Awesome. I like that.
Great. I have to leave. Ready.
All right. Unfortunately.
But good talk.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, yes. I had a bunch of review to do with you. I will send you the words on WhatsApp. And then we can do the sentences, the grammar part. Whenever we don't talk, then we
can start by doing this next class.
Sounds good.
Okay?
Yes, perfect. For sure.
That's good. Okay.
Thank you, Kaya. Have a great one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care. See you later.